want nothing more than their freedom.
Okay, now everybody, stand back while I celebrate freedom.
Freedom is what?
What will you do without freedom?
I guarantee the personal freedom.
Time to wake up, America. Open your eyelids. See beyond the bureaucratic cloaks and disguises. They're posers and liars, always probing and spying. Quoting the Bible while they're hoarding their bribes in. UN resolutions outweighing the Constitution. Obey them or else they're nuking you. Get it yet? No more YouTube on your internet. Power's deriven from loopholes within the text. Forget the rest, it's time for a change. Dr. Ron Paul for wiring brains to enlighten to the spite that's at stake. You better get your weapons licensed today before the rest of your rights are erased and more of our young soldiers' lives are at stake. They say relax for your leaders, come on, we wouldn't lie to you. To be safe, we need to stick this microchip inside you. Spread your feet a little wider. Any weed is still inside it? You were speeding, sir. Cavity searches are required. If you don't like the state taking food off your plate, say vote for Ron Paul in 2008. And if you don't want the IRS repossessing your place, then vote for Ron Paul in 2008. We got troops in Afghanistan, troops in Iraq. Where are troops at if we do get attacked? Troops out in Africa, troops in Korea. Where our troops gonna be if they do come over here? This is a message to all thinking adults who don't believe civilians should be used as catapults. Don't take what they talk for a grain of salt. They buying votes in bulk and putting money in they vault. Most kids know it's crap when they shoot the crap, but it won't be all that when they institute the draft. We've had a revolution before, have one again, but instead of loading a gun, we grabbing a pen. We still want a constitutional government. The IRS is cruel and unusual punishment. And who said the feds could watch you through your sunroof, pulling you over and making you yell Uncle Sam? Invades the third world, Iraq, next Iran. It ain't complex, man, it's the next big scam. League of Nation building got a map and they throwing darts. Best believe Dr. Paul wants no part. If you don't like the state taking food off your plate, say vote for Ron Paul in 2008. And if you don't want the IRS repossessing your place, then vote for Ron Paul in 2008. We got troops in Afghanistan, troops in Iraq. Where are troops at if we do get attacked? Troops out in Africa, troops in Korea. Where our troops gonna be if they do come over here? We'll have to fight them here tomorrow if we don't fight them there today. But their IEDs can't hit us from 10,000 miles away. We're out of weapon range, just ask any kid in second grade. Tell him it'll be his generation's deficit to pay. $500 million a day for this war that our nation's funding. The Federal Reserve is busy printing paper money. The billions unaccounted for should keep inflation coming. Tax return money weaker than when it was taken from we. The people think it's funny till you blow your nose with dollar bills. Cause you would need 100 for a water bottle still. So swallow lots of pills, I hope you got the gall to still. That'll be the only way to pay your monster doctor bill. But allow me to remind you of a special document. The prescription for this sickness, time to call the doctor in. Ron Paul got the medicine to set the illness right. But no pill tonight, no bills except the Bill of Rights. You want no child left behind? Dr. Paul delivered lives. And he won't promote a foreign policy and genocide. Forget about our borders, let's give Iran a try. These puppets fuss but never say nothing like Panama. I thought this was America, land of the free markets. Unless you get caught without your national ID card. Yeah, we need our homeland security and FEMA. Just look how they protected us from Hurricane Katrina. You gotta know, the doctor knows. Would never send you to Guantanamo for questioning the electoral college vote. He believed the document the founding fathers wrote should be honored from politician to common folk. You'll get us out of Iraq and out of debt too. And get rid of the money-hungry alphabet soup. Ask Milton Friedman, only a free man allowed to sow his seeds can ever hope to reap them. It's happening now, roll up your sleeves and fight, cause the revolution isn't on C-SPAN. Youth of America, open your wingspan. Your forefathers fought for freedom for a reason. Not to have it taken by the country they fought for. Not to fight a long lost war on the wrong shores. The state should never be conducted by the businesses. That's why the lovers of liberty want it limited. Cause it'll lead to a police state naturally. You wouldn't know it chilling at the Cheesecake Factory. But where's Big Brother at when cheese ain't happening? The same cats that let your cash T-base rapidly. Same folks that brought you the war and secret prisons. These are guys that you are educating your children. Liberty or death, accept no substitutions. We're moving, come and join the Ron Paul revolution. If you don't like the state taking food off your plate, say vote for Ron Paul in 2008. And if you don't want the IRS repossessing your place, then vote for Ron Paul in 2008. We got troops in Afghanistan, troops in Iraq. Where are troops at if we do get attacked? Troops out in Africa, troops in Korea. Where our troops gonna be if they do come over here?
If you were president, what would be your strategy for ending the war in Iraq?
Congressman Paul, what would it be?
Just come home. We just marched in. We can just come home.
a doctor made house calls in the middle of the night, or any time at all. Even if the patient couldn't pay on the bill, the doctor would be there to tend to any ill. Now America is ailing in a danger of a fall, and appointments overdue with Dr. Ron Paul. Our government is stricken by greed and disgrace. No one stands up to put it in the right place. Millions and billions and trillions in debt. There hasn't been a leader on the right track yet. But now here at last we think we're bound to cure all our people. Need a healer like a Dr. Ron Paul. 911 calling Dr. Ron Paul. Our country is in need of a health overhaul. You inspire people with hope for us all. Dr. Paul, we need you to make a presidential house call. Politics as usual drags us down. We need real wisdom to guide us through now. Everything seems to be a temporary fix, like a higher debt ceiling thrown into every mix. Our once grand country is looking very small. Our country needs a visit from Dr. Ron Paul. To make a presidential house call. 911 calling Dr. Ron Paul. Our country is in need of a health overhaul. You inspire people with hope for us all. Dr. Paul, make a presidential house call. Or can you make a house call? We really need you, Dr. Paul. President 2008, Dr. Ron Paul. 2008 is coming, and we've got a choice. Sit back and bite our tongues, or we could use our voice. Speak out on the things we all really need to hear, like honesty in our government and eliminating fear. Good news is happening, check it out when you can. Ron Paul from Texas, he's our president man. Government for liberty, not wealth and privilege. Monetary integrity, not fraud and more nonsense. Both the brave and the true, both the strong one now. He stands his ground for you and I, far out there from the crowd. Good news is happening, check it out when you can. Ron Paul from Texas, he's our president man. Dr. Ron Paul, our president man. Dr. Ron Paul is our president man. Rights belong to individuals, not groups of those concerned. Government is not responsible for the kind of life you've earned. You don't define freedom by being safe and secure, but being free from a government interfering at your door. Good news is happening, join us when you can. Ron Paul from Texas, he's our president man. Dr. Ron Paul, the president man. Dr. Ron Paul, our president man.